Bonjour. So, I was just walking back from yoga and I saw this random number plate that was like, I'm seeing so many personalized plates at the moment, but this particular number plate had a name that was on my baby list. And it got me thinking about baby names. And then I was seeing the card from this deck that has the pink and blue post-it notes on it, and it says names, and it always makes me think of baby names. So that inspired me to do a reading. So there might be something around a pregnancy. Maybe this collective is pregnant right now, or it's a pregnancy you shared with someone, as well as it could be something that you're desiring or you're trying to manifest something around that. Or it could even just be as simple as you're seeing someone's name a lot. But either way, we'll see what comes out. I'm curious to see if that particular card comes out, but let's get into it. What is this message about, please? Oh, someone's about to take action. Rapid forward movement. So that could be, well, let's get a few more first. My mind is going faster than my mouth can get the words out. Oh, rage. Okay, so we've got hot head, angry, temper. We'll get 3 more. Itchy nose. Oh, 3 more came out. Perfect. New love, new and improved butterflies romance. Archangel Raphael, and he's the angel of healing. And then you've got 3D. Okay, so I'm actually seeing this as it could be someone new coming in, or someone from your past who you're seeing signs a lot of is on their way to you, and this is coming in soon. This is like it says, rapid forward movement. This is something that's coming rushing in. It can also be that someone that is new, that's had their eye on you for a long time, is about to come confess their feelings to you. It could be someone new that you haven't had any kind of connection with, or it could be someone from your past. The only reason I'm seeing it more as someone from your past is because of this rage, and I'm actually seeing the rage in 2 ways. 1, your anger towards this past person, and 2, the rage that someone feels towards themselves for, 1, how long it's been since whenever the separation between you and this past person happened, with worrying as well that the way you're going to receive them, they're expecting you to bite their head off, basically. They are expecting you to be quite angry at them, but they're wanting to come in and fix things with you, and wanting, and when I see butterflies too, I'm imagining someone that, yes, they're nervous that you're going to be angry at them, but also they're just nervous around you, like you still give them butterflies, and they want to renew this romance between the 2 of you, and also I think they want to show you that they have improved, so they're not the version of themselves that you remember them to be. And I think there's been a lot of healing over this. I think Archangel Raphael has played a big part in guiding you through your healing, but as well this person and the overall connection that you two share. If it is a new person, hopefully when we break it down, it'll become more clear if it's a new person or a past person. But if it is a new person, Archangel Raphael has been healing you to guide you towards a new love that is going to help heal you even further. I saw something the other day where it was like you have 3 loves. Your first love, as in, it's like you've got your first love. Say you met someone when you were a teenager and it was that puppy love. Then you've got your first love, the love that like destroys you. And then your first love, the love that truly comes in and makes you feel whole, loved, and it's a love that heals you. And that could all be the same person, but meeting each other again in different phases in life, or it can be completely different individuals. But I think at the moment you're getting signs left, right, and center that this person is coming in, Again, be it a new person coming in or an old person. The only other reason I'm seeing it as an old connection is because of the names. All right, action. Inner child healing, that's good. Missing you, so that's confirmation. It's a past person. This person misses you. They've been longing for you, and I think this missing, how much they've been yearning for this connection again. They could talk to the moon. Maybe there's a lot of memories with you two around the moon, but this is what's pushing them to take rapid forward movement towards you. They're racing towards you, and I think this is how they've been feeling for a long time. They've been missing you for a long time. So that tells me as well that there's been a lot of time here. But inner child healing as well, that's good to have that over the action and missing you. It's almost as if this person has been driven to take action in their own life to do the inner child healing. Could also be that they've seen you changed, and maybe they're perceiving you as having done a lot of work on yourself, which would mean they'd have access to you. But let's actually, no, intuitively I feel like that goes under rage. So I actually think that this message is about someone who's really learnt that their anger issues come from wounds that they have received in their life from childhood, and recognizing that that needs healing. So it seems as well that missing you and knowing the damage that was caused here, probably predominantly from their anger issues, was something they needed to heal before coming back towards you, which then brings us to the next column that says new and improved. So through action and missing you, they've been working on their inner child healing when it comes to their rage, and they want to come present to you as a new and improved version of themselves. This is really positive. What's that? Hang on. Stray hairs everywhere. I just saw a red thread in my mind as well. And I just found a red thread too. I always keep them because I think it's a cute little way to remember that green light. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. And that's funny because when I saw that license plate, they were stopped at a light. But the green light is about to go bing, and they're going to come towards you to romance you again and really show you how much they've changed. Action and green light. I think that this is something that's coming in soon. All right, Archangel Raphael. Dark night of the soul and freedom. So I think that this person has reached a point, if it's not them, it's you, reached a point where they've broken free, or you've broken free from this dark night of the soul. For that to come under Archangel Raphael makes so much sense, because he's the Archangel of healing. So he's been guiding you and this person through these dark times where it basically broke you down, and you've re-emerged freer and more alive. I just heard young, wild and free. So this dark night of the soul it feels soul destroying, because everything you know to be true, everything that has caused you pain in life, and the patterns and cycles you've repeated because of that pain, you just basically get ripped down to your core and have to build yourself back up again. It literally breaks you to build you back up. And this is something that you both have gone through. And I think this person, with all this kind of action and inner child healing, I think this person is finally breaking free from that particular stage of their journey, that dark night of the soul, and they're feeling freer now, and they're seeing the lessons for what they are, seeing the healing for what it needed to be, and now they're more focused on taking action towards you. All right, 3D. Change. So their 3D version is now caught up to their 5D version, and they've gone through a massive transformation, and they're preparing for union with you, I think. 555. You might be seeing 555 a lot, but this person's gone through a lot of personal transformations, and they could have had a lot of tower moments in their physical reality that broke them down, put them in that dark night of the soul for them to heal and also break free from the cycles and the people the people that kept them trapped, kept them bound to repeating those same cycles and the same kind of treatment that they would accept. What did I say? They're breaking free, and they're wanting to take action now. They're wanting union with you. And if you're the collective that has just broken free and you're wanting to go towards your person, I think both people could be cross-watching. It could be the feminine, could be the masculine, whatever, but regardless, union is what is desired here. That's the driving force for this person to come towards you. It's like all this has led them to this, and they're coming in for union and new beginnings underneath that. New chapter, a fresh start, take a leap. So this is definitely a past person, but Cancer season could be important. They could be a Cancer, sun, moon, rising, doesn't have to be. So I feel like this is a movement reading, a union reading. I want to get straight into the universe's perspective of this connection. What is this connection, please? What is the truth of this connection, please? Okay, so you've got Wicked, you've got Cheers, and Sunshine. So I think in the past, this connection was most likely bound to situations that created instability. And as well, this person, I think, did a lot of not just harmful things to you, the collective, but harmful things to themselves. And that's that repeating the pattern. They had kind of this dark side that was very mischievous, maybe even dangerous. And you may have felt betrayed by this person, as if they kind of portrayed themselves to be someone that they weren't, to kind of pull you in. And then you felt betrayed by the way that they acted in the end, especially if there was lies and perhaps even cheating. But to be followed by Cheers and Sunshine, there is definitely a new beginning here. And it might even be, I just heard Cancer season is there's an anniversary around that time. So if there was some kind of proposal or makeup or just some kind of anniversary of a milestone type of thing, where there was a celebration basically, and there was a lot of happiness around that. But whatever was caused harm in the connection that caused it to separate, it made you question if this was real, whether they ever truly intended to follow through on the promises that they made to you. But there's a lot of positivity about this connection. The things that were caused betrayal or deceitful behavior was due to, like I said in the beginning, their wounding, but as well, you accepting that behavior came from your wounding. They're wanting you to have a positive attitude about this, because there is a new beginning happening here, and it's going to create happy times for you. It's not, I'm not saying, this isn't smelling like a test where you need to reject this person. This feels like something that's really going to bring, it's like this is a big yes to moving forward in this connection, if that's what you truly want. All right, Wicked. What is this connection, please? just heard soul connection. Paradise. So underneath wicked, I think you're going to have a fear. They're saying don't be afraid, or if your gut's telling you that this person's not being entirely honest, then speak that, say that to them. But I think that, again, paradise, if you've got 3 cards of happiness here, I don't think that this person's coming in with intentions to hurt you. I think that they want oneness. They want to enjoy your company again. And I think that they're saying here that this is going to bring nothing but happiness. I think the wicked part of it is needing to address what happened here in the past so that you can move forward and enjoy each other again and have that happiness and joy that was the good parts of your connection in the past, when you two weren't acting out of wounds and were really in balance with one another. Cheers. Yeah, so under this cheers, that anniversary or whatever that milestone was that happened during Cancer season, that's something that's replaying over in your mind at the moment. That could be a memory that you're really reminiscing about, which means they might also be reminiscing about that time. And you're replaying that event over in your head and how much you wanted that and then how it was ripped away from you. But they're saying here, those things that caused harm in the relationship can be left in the past. It's not something to bring into your future with this person. And it's not to say you can't speak about it. Apologies are needed, accountability needs to be taken. But it's something that you two can work through together and be happier for it, to see the lessons you both learnt. Because this new beginning could be clouded by your outdated thinking and replaying the events over and over in your head. Reckless. So when things were good, it's almost like you both self-sabotaged and did things to create volatile situations in the relationship. And moving forward, to have this happiness, you both need to be aware of what the triggers are so that you don't act out of that wounding, or even if you do, to recognize it, and then where there's rupture, to learn how to repair it. You might remember as well this person to be quite impatient and reckless in their behavior, which is what led to that mischievous, like, lying deceitfulness. That's that dark side. Whoa, that's too many. What's this one? Oh, that definitely wants to come out. Okay, the unsaid, so I'll get unspoken messages, and looking closely. So showing I love you or like you without physically saying it, didn't say it yet, with looking closely, observing, nitpicking, creeping, situation magnifying, things getting rectified, focus. I'm seeing that more as things getting rectified, but I'm also seeing it as when there was rupture in the connection in the past, there was so much left unsaid between the two of you because there was pride, there was ego, there was hurt feelings, there was woundings that weren't being addressed. So it was easier to just be reckless and cut this relationship off. My left ear is ringing. And I think as well, this person's creeping on you. They're very focused on you right now. Perhaps they're even observing you and trying to gauge where you are at in life and what's going on with you. They haven't said these things yet, so I don't think that this person has made movement towards you yet. I think that's to come. There you go. Twin flames. So that's what this connection is, your twin flame. So all the damage that was caused in this, there's so much left unsaid that it is something that is required for the both of you to really learn how to communicate properly and discuss what happened here and the damage that was caused, and then see through time and action that you're newer, better versions of yourself that aren't going to be deceitful, be reckless, and end this relationship every time things get hard, especially with this person having done that inner child healing. Maybe that's part of what they recognize, that they run from things when they get hard. I should have expected twin flames, to be honest. Yeah, underneath that was boat, receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, closure issues. That the divine love, that's says it all, doesn't it? Okay, so unspoken messages. What is it that this person wants to say to you? What does this person want to say to the collective, please? Things left unsaid. What's unspoken here? I still cherish the moments we shared, and that's making me think of that missing you card, talking to the moon, longing and reminiscing for you and the good times. I wish I could undo the past. So this person knows that a lot of what is unsaid is taking accountability for what happened here. I just saw 515. 515 could mean something. I feel like I'm not worthy of your love, and that's part of that inner child healing. If they know that they've caused a lot of damage here, they know the people that they interacted with, say family and friends, I'm hearing mother. That comes out so much in these readings. Mothers, especially when it comes to finances. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm digressing. But that's come to mind for a reason. It makes them feel not worthy of you because they know that what they've done here, so it makes it hard for them to speak their truth. But I think that they've worked through that, or they're working through it. They're not going to come back to you fully healed and like there's nothing wrong with them anymore. There's a certain degree of healing that you have to do together. That's the hard part, because once you come back together, all the triggers that you haven't experienced with each other for a long time will occur again. And then when they do, that's where you'll see how far you've come when you both handle those triggers better this time and not run from the connection. And that in itself will bring a lot more healing to each other because you're sticking around and working through the repair instead of having the rupture and then breaking up because of it. I still cherish the moments we share. I crave the connection we used to have. So that's the thing. Even if they've chased other connections since you, nothing has matched that energy. And it wouldn't if you're twin flames. I'm terrified of rejection if I open up. So that is the one, that and not feeling worthy of you is a big part of why this hasn't come through yet. There's an element of this person thinking, is it easier just to stay in silence because I don't want to find out that this person has moved on or that they don't want me anymore because I don't know if I could handle that. So they'd rather reject themselves by not speaking up than finding out that you don't want them back ever. I haven't given up on us. And I hope we can find peace and move forward. That's, again, showing you that they've changed and they're new and improved. I'm scared you've moved on without me. There it is. They don't want to find out that even if they've maybe heard from others that you may be dating or moved on, they're terrified of finding out that you're with someone else or that you are dating other people. And it also keeps them stuck from reaching out because they don't want to find that out because they know it would break their heart. I wish I treated you better. So there's the damage. Why would you forgive them and not go and find someone better after all the pain they've caused you, and they know that? And I hope we can find peace and move forward is again on the bottom. This person really wants to recover this connection and really do things better this time and not treat you, make up for the lost time here. Even though they have these fears, with that first deck, I really feel that this person's coming through very soon. I haven't gotten a timing card in a while. I want to get a timing card for this. What is the potential timing of this reconnection, please? Fall. So we're in Oh, we're in summer here now. So fall would be March, April, May. That's autumn. So March, April, May. January, February, March. So 3 months. Well, we're in the beginning of December pretty much. So let's say 4 months. Oh, tomorrow. So they might reach out in the next 24 hours. And maybe over the next few months you guys develop. All right, more than a year. But I'm seeing straight away, I heard you haven't heard from this person in more than a year. So it's been at least, this isn't your, if you've spoken to this person recently in the last 12 months, this isn't your reading. This is someone that you haven't heard from in at least a year or two. And then you've got spring on the bottom. Can I just get one more? I feel as though in the next 24 to 48 hours, you may hear from this person, and then over the next few months, you redevelop a connection again. And it's been more than a year since you and this person have talked. Take a break. Yeah, see, 6 months from now. So I think something is coming in. This is a very rapid moving energy. That was the very first card to come out, rapid forward movement. So I think that it potentially could come in the next 24 to 48 hours. And I think that after this communication, it's like I'm feeling that vibration where it's like it's a lot, because especially if you haven't talked to this person in so long, you have this conversation or they touch base with you, and it's going to feel like you need to take a step back and really process and recalibrate after this communication, because it's going to leave your heart going like this. So it's something where it's like they're not wanting you to rush this, because when this communication comes in, it's going to feel very like, I'm trying to think of the word. It's like you're just vibrating very high. It's like kind of like anxiety, but not in a negative way. Just it's going to feel, I'm actually even feeling someone being dizzy because they're so shocked at hearing from this person. So just take a break and like a breath and allow yourself to take a break from it and recalibrate, because you're going to feel a bit overwhelmed by it. Okay, what is the energy around this person that, I want to get their current energy. This person's current energy, the one that's about to communicate. What is their current energy, please? Wow, 3 for that. The oyster, the tarantula, and the whale. 2 water and 1 fire. So this person might have a lot of water and fire in their chart. But the oyster is someone that has a hard outer shell, but they've got this beautiful pearl within. It's like someone that's hiding their talents, or they're too scared to open up and let those gifts shine. The whale is more of the feminine energy. So I actually feel like this person, even if they're the masculine in the dynamic, they're tuning into their feminine energy, their nurturing, compassionate side, especially if empathy is something they lacked heavily, if it's an aspect of their nature that was very dormant in them when you knew them last. It's like you knew they had a sensitive side, but for the most part, their empathy was very much lacking. That is not the issue here now. I just want to find out what tarantula is. I know I've had tarantula before, but I can't remember what the tarantula's about. Here we go. Yeah, they're at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. So that's interesting that it comes straight after the oyster, because their life's purpose, I think, especially if that's their sensitive side, their feminine aspects, that means that they've hidden that side of them for a long time. They've had it so clammed up that they've been around the wrong people. Their family and friends are people they didn't feel like they could have that vulnerability with and have that sensitivity with, and they remember having that with you, because that's where they're currently at. It's like they're moving out of that oyster energy and they're starting to open up to coming back towards you. They're at the crossroads right now, but they very, it's like this is how they were, the oyster, where they were very guarded and they were keeping that pearl within very hidden. They've been going through a crossroads when it comes to the energy and the healing that they need to do, but by going through it anyway and really dealing with that inner healing, they're able to now tap into that divine feminine energy, that empathy, which then reflects why they're so upset and remorseful over the pain they've caused you and worried that you've moved on, because if they're remembering how they treated you and how badly they left you, then it would pain them because their empathy has been cracked wide open. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. So that as well is repeatedly staying around these family and friends and situations that don't serve you, even though you know it doesn't serve you, but you can't seem to break the pattern. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose Dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, follows intuition. And that's where I think they're at now. They're on the precipice of taking this rapid action towards you. They're in their mind, I think they're at a crossroads whether to stay in silence or come towards you, but something's going to launch them towards you very soon. When out of balance, hesitates and over-intellectualizes, and that's what's kept them away so long. To bring into balance, daily journaling. So that might be something that they've picked up recently, and part of their inner healing has been them recording everyday thoughts and feelings until they've worked out where the patterns are. Okay, whale. Because I really feel as though they've kept themselves. Well, let's read the oyster. This is where I feel like they were trapped for a long time. Patient, secret keeper, but hiding inner treasures. And as well with that wicked card, I think that this person has held a lot close to their chest for a long time that they haven't shared with you when it comes to the way things ended and the secrets and the betrayals. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted, so hiding that sensitive side, that empathetic side. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. And so then that brings them to the tarantula, really pushing through those times where they're wanting to, or not wanting to repeat a pattern, but finding themselves repeating the patterns, listening to the same opinions, being around the same people, being in the same situations, even though they don't want to, breaking free from that with the tarantula. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, and clams up. To bring into balance, share something. And they definitely want to share something with you, but I think they've been clammed up for a long time. And so they've gone through the oyster. They're probably at the tail end of their crossroads now with that tarantula, and they're becoming the whale. Desire to delve deeper, wanting to have a new and improved relationship with you, mend things and have that deep connection with you again that they're craving because they're missing that connection that they had with you. Profound peace and ancient wisdom, trusting their intuition. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. And also, if you remember them to be emotionally immature, couldn't meet you where you were at when you were emotional, they've found that now. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their life. And that's the thing, all these challenges at 444, your angels are guiding you. Those challenges they've faced have broken them down, broken them open, put them into that dark night of the soul. And the heartbreak of this connection ending in the past broke them open. And now they've finally come full circle and they're breaking free from that dark night of the soul to really tap into those sensitive parts of them, that emotional depth that they were lacking before. Whale energy, these experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication, and they're learning how to open up and communicate with you. Not just when things are good, but when you both are irritating each other, or you're mad at each other, or you just need your own space, and learning how to communicate healthy in those moments and grow from it. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. When in balance, calm, steady, and deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy and slips into old story. And I think they've been clinging to that old story for a long time. To bring into balance, regular self-care. So that inner child healing, the journaling, the self-care, the sharing something, those are all put together will help them heal and also help you heal. Because if they're compassionate with you, allow you to be open about how they've made you feel and not clam up and get defensive, and allow you to express yourself, that's going to help heal you. You're going to help heal each other. There was a certain degree of healing you both had to do on your own, and then when you come together, healing as one. Okay, so let's get the energy that's around them right now, like what's going on for them currently. What is around this energy, please? This connecting energy. Intimacy, that's the missing you, but the sexual chemistry, they're reminiscing over intimate times in that way, but also just the connection they had to you, that deep emotional connection they had with you, that feeling of safety and home like they've never had with anyone else. Yeah, so again, that's more confirmation that this person is looking in on you. They're spying on your social media and they're doing their research. They're observing to see where you're at in life, how it's almost like they're trying to see from what you post where you're at, and if you're in a place that would be not lashing out at them. But that being said, even if you were to lash out at them, if they've really done the work and they understand you have every right to be mad at them, understanding that a true masculine energy will be compassionate and understanding where your feelings are coming from and not clam up and get defensive. Understanding that part of healing this connection means really getting out those emotions that have been trapped for a long time, but manifest. They're trying to manifest you back into their life. Tell the universe exactly what you want. I think you're their main focus right now. You're all they think about. Intimacy. Gold digger. So they want your money being used. I don't think this is you. I think that perhaps the people around them have been using them for their money. And again, remember earlier when I said about the mother using them financially? These mothers usually in these connections are quite manipulative, but that's something that the masculine refuses to hear or refuses to see. So they take out that resentment and anger that should be going towards their mother out on a romantic partner instead, because they feel like they can't take it out on the person they actually feel anger and resentment towards. So then the feminine will cop it anytime she's emotional. And that's something that I think this person's reflecting on. How much this mother has had an influence over them when it comes to finances, and they might have even had the opinion that you were manipulative and that you were using them for their finances, and it's projection, because that's their relationship with their mother. Air sign. So an air sign could be important here. Also, I just heard the mother could be spying on you as well. So the mother could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is someone that's very trapped in their mind. And if this person is on the verge of coming back towards you, that means whoever's connected to this person that has negatively impacted this connection, I think they're also spying on you, because immediately they can feel this person pulling away from them So immediately they think, well, it's because of you, and they're checking in on you to see if you two have reconnected. That could even be part of what is going to push them towards you, because they're going to realize how much this person has been using them. And I feel called to say, even if this mother has been using their child as a financial, they've been trapping them financially out of familial obligation and tradition and cultures and things like that. It's not saying that the mother doesn't love this child, but the relationship isn't a healthy one. Manifest. But yes, if this person has kind of caught on to this dynamic, maybe even caught this person spying on you, it's almost like that's cracked them open to realizing how much influence this, or how much pressure this person's always been putting on them. Manifest. Yes, luck is on your side. So this is the thing. The energy around them is that the universe is trying to guide them towards coming towards you. And that's why I think it's soon. With communicate on the bottom, it's all they're thinking about. They have every intention of coming back towards you and communicating with you. They want to compromise, forgive, and work this out. I want to get these ones because I just want to see if anything about family comes out. What has blocked this person coming forward, please? What has blocked this person? Yeah, the past. But they've definitely been they've been dreaming of you, but they've definitely felt connected to you this whole time through some aspect, whether it's dreams or their intuition keeps, like, it's that magnetic pull. Songs, sometimes thinking if they're telepathically picking up on what you're thinking. But the past, what has kept them trapped? They felt as well left behind by you, especially if they're seeing you looking good and moving on with your life. But the history that you two shared is something that still keeps them bound as well, knowing how much pain it caused them, but you as well. This would have been quite a painful breakup, so that plays on their mind too, and they don't want to repeat the past. But the decision that they've been making to stay away from you, it's been for the wrong reasons. It's been because they were either blaming you for a long, or it could be all of these things, blaming you for a long time, repeating the same cycles, not wanting to see the lesson. And if it is family and friends that they're connected to that have played a part in this disconnect with you, and also the situations they keep putting themselves in, they've kept making up reasons why it would never work, and then they're realizing now that they've been making the wrong decisions, and it was the wrong decision to walk away from you. But I think they're just uncertain with where you stand, and that's what holds them back. The pain that was caused here, the history you two share, with also being uncertain of what the future holds, so that's what's held them back. But through all that, they're constantly reminded of you, and that tether to them is what keeps them not being able to remove your energy. Forbidden. So this again, if you two had lots of breakups and makeups and they had a lot of opinions around them, they see this as some kind of forbidden love. So if they still have these people in their life, and they know that if they went to those people and said, I want to reach out to so-and-so and I want to try and fix this relationship or get back with this person, they feel like that's forbidden, because especially if they spoke badly of you to these people and they know that these people have a bad opinion of you. But I think as well, there's aspects of them having gone to other forbidden things since you that make them feel ashamed, like they would be embarrassed to tell you about these things that have gone on since you, that they gave into temptations, and the people and connections that they made after you were very superficial, and they tried to replace you and it didn't work. It's like that shame from that is making them blocks them from wanting to reveal those certain things to you, and that could be part of the secrets, and feeling like in some way, even though if you two weren't together, they felt like they betrayed you by acting a certain way after you, especially if they've said bad things about you as well. Past. Dating sites, hooking up, seeing someone, and one night stands. That's that energy. Their past and the decisions that they've made when it comes to other connections, I think is something that holds them back from you, from communicating. I just keep feeling in my body all this shame, like I'm so embarrassed about how I've behaved and acted like an absolute clown. Like just someone that really put on this bravado, like they were... I just feel like they feel foolish. The connections they tried to make to replace you and just how they acted was just gross, and they're just embarrassed. I feel a lot of like yucky embarrassment energy. Decision. So that mixed with the shame and guilt they already feel for how they treated you and how they ended things and the people that they've gone to after you, all that combined is just overplaying in their mind, which makes sense with the air sign. This person is very much overthinking this and going over and over in their mind, catastrophizing. Yeah, the lust. So it's all to do with the sexual energy and the ways that they've leaked their energy or had other energies leak onto them after you. They very much kind of stuck their finger in a lot of different pies, or even just tried to be a player and got around and was with multiple people and just being yucky, and I think they're quite embarrassed by it, and it's left them shattered. It might even cause them panic attacks because they just feel like even if they've been doing the work on themselves, why would you ever take them back or forgive them with how they've handled themselves and conducted themselves since you? And also towards the end of your connection, how they left things. But I think this sexual stuff, this whole bottom row is about hooking up and sexual energy and forbidden energy. So it really, to me, feels like they feel so much shame over their behavior and the people that they've been intimate with. It's like you wouldn't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. That's their thought process. Because they're just like, even though this all happened that after you and kept them away, it's like, why would you ever accept someone that has behaved that way? And that's what's keeping them stuck. Yeah, justice, legal matters, court visit, legal papers, divorce. This person could have really had run-ins with the law or almost had run-ins with the law. But I think even through these temptations that they've given into, their lustful behavior and just yucky player energy, they've received justice through this. So it might even be that when they were with multiple people, they got caught out and they were exposed and all these things, and they actually got named and shamed because of these things. They actually did receive their karma for this behavior, and it's still something that's haunting them and blocking them from coming towards you, because they're just thinking someone like you would never take back someone who's acted that way. But faith, they still have faith though. After all of that, they're still praying and hoping that they will have a chance with you to work things out. But they're going to reveal the truth to you. They're going to come in with the truth and admit to even the things they're ashamed of, and that is courageous. They're going to shed light on their behavior and why they behaved the way they did, but what they've learned from it and how it's made them grow and how it pushed them to do that inner child healing, work on their anger issues. Because I think one of the first things I said is this person's very angry at themselves. And I think that's all going to come to light. They're going to share all that with you. And that's where that divine feminine comes in, that compassion, that empathy that you will have, but that they've developed. Before I get their intentions, I want to see what actually is on their mind that they are scared to say to you. Jealousy. I'm very jealous and I can barely stand it. So they know that jealousy around you is a big issue. That could have even been why they ended up acting out the way they did, because if they thought that you were moving on and that you were fine after this breakup, like I don't think this person realizes how much pain you went through. And same for them. I don't think you know how much pain this person went through after this heartbreak. But they think that you get a lot of attention from others, and jealousy is still an issue for them. And that, I think, is also blocking them, because they're worried that they're going to be triggered by their jealousy when it comes to you. Anytime you're going to get attention from others, but they need to recognize that, because if they know that's a trigger, then that's something that you two can heal through the connection by learning how to soothe those things. Again, because it's not like they're never going to get jealous again, or you're never going to get upset again. It's when those things happen, recognizing it, and again, those obstacles appear, how are you going to face them together and heal them? And then your relationship's stronger every time you heal out that thing. I'm single, so they're not with anyone right now, and it's not like they're approaching you while they've still got other connections. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone and not looking to get into a relationship at this time. But I think that that's a good thing, because I think the energy, especially with that me feeling anxious and overwhelmed, like when you first make contact, it's going to be like twin flame energy coming together the vibration's so high that it's almost like your body can't handle it. So initial contact and conversations might take a while, because you're going to probably both pull back trying to recoup after that first initial connection. And also realizing how strong the connection is too. No one compares. I think as well with that I'm single is understanding that this person wants to come in, compromise, forgive, work it out, make things right with you, but not necessarily jump straight back into a relationship. But that's good, because it means that they want to take their time to make things right. No one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. That's that player energy. They tried to replace you. They tried to act like the player, and it just bit them in the bum. But that was a lesson they had to learn. So let's see. No one's ever going to compare to you. You're their twin flame. You're the yin to their yang. You complement each other. It's like all the things that make you different and all the things that make you the same is what makes you compatible. Feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore. It's just easier to stay in silence. And that's what I was saying before. They feel like it's easier to stay in silence and not know for sure if you've moved on, then actually come forward and find out you have moved on, and then be devastated by it. It's like preferring to be in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. Oh. But they're very attracted to you, my fantasy, but there's no surprise there. Twin flame chemistry is out of this world. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. This person's desire for you is not the issue, it's their fear of rejection. They definitely have things saved of you that they look at. It doesn't have to be naughty, but it could be naughty things that you two did together, or photos, raunchy photos of you that they still have saved that they use. But it's something that is a given here. It's not, but I think as well for them, their fear of rejection and that you don't even think about them. Meanwhile, they use you for inspiration, but they don't know if you feel that way back. So they're afraid. No one compares. You're so smart. And see, that's their fear too. If you're someone that always kind of cut through the bullshit, this is someone that, again, remember that wicked card. There's betrayal, there's deceit, there's lies. If this person's used to talking their way out of things all the time and they never give you a direct answer to things, and they use their charm and allure to like talk in circles so that people never get the truth from them, and you're someone that cuts through the bullshit, they remember that about you. So there's a fear of when they come towards you, that the minute that you sense you're not getting the whole story, you're going to call them on it. So are they ready to be fully honest with you? Because they're going to have to be, because you're basically a human lie detector, and you're going to be like, I don't know why I don't feel like you're telling the truth, but I can feel you're not telling the truth. You won't sugarcoat it. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversation. So that's another thing. It's like, yes, physically you connect to each other. The chemistry is wild. But intellectually, they love the chats. They love the random conversations about deep things or silly things or goofy things, whatever. They love your mind and the way you think. Still listening. And this is that music, those dreams they have about you still being tethered. I listen to the music you've shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we are apart. Right, sorry. I want to grab these first, and then we'll get next action or next intentions, or what this person's intentions are. What does this collective need to surrender to, please? Six, 5, 3. Mission. As twin flames, we are here to ascend and help others do the same. And that's the thing. It goes beyond you two just being physically together. You have a purpose to fulfill in this lifetime that helps others in some way, shape or form. You don't have to be a healer or a tarot reader or anything like that, but the way you touch lives, your life's purpose, you might still be in a 9-to-5 office job, but the interactions that you have with people day to day, even just passerby interactions, and the words you say, your wisdom, it serves a purpose to share and spread that vibration of love out into the world. Patterns. My ego is fragile to criticism and rejections. I've created walls to protect myself. So both needing to bring down those walls again so that you can let each other in and realize and be each other's safe space. It's you guys against the world, not against each other. Number 3, this journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons, patience, and it's been a long time here. Number 4, so the 6th of April could be important, and the 4th of June. Breakups, makeups, anniversaries. Actually, June a Cancer month? So 4th of June could have been a significant date as far as an anniversary goes for Cancer season. But patterns. My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me the way I needed them to. I'm reacting from that wound. So the way that they've reacted in life and their rage issues comes from not being understood as a kid, or their parents they always kind of had to tiptoe around their parents' emotions instead of being able to express themselves and be understood by their parents. Fifth of August, 8th of May. You've got 2 here, all about growth, and number 9, so September could be important too. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. I'm not going to give in to fear. I know fear is only an illusion. So that's them being blocked and blocking themselves from communicating. They're conflicted about whether they have what it takes to give you what you deserve, but they're going to eventually bite the bullet because they know that they don't want to lead with fear anymore. They're going to have fear coming towards you, but they're just going to go, enough's enough. I just have to bite the bullet and do this because I can't let fear dictate my life anymore. Okay. 7, so the 3rd of July. Timing and intentions is big here. Okay, so I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. And that's exactly how they're feeling. That's what's stopping them right now. With 7 on the bottom as well, so you might be seeing 7-7 a lot, or 7-7-7. I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving even when it seems I'm not. And remember, patience is one of the biggest lessons here. So yeah, 6th of April, 4th of June, 5th of August, 8th of May, 3rd of July, 7th of March, and 7th of September, 9th of July. So July and June are Cancer season, I think. And then Cancer goes into Leo, is it? Anyway, Cancer season, I think, is something important here. But those are important dates, significant dates of memories, birthdays, events. All right, let's get intention here. And then I want to get an angel card. Oh no, we'll do advice first and then we'll get an angel card, but this is intentions. It's too many. Yeah, see, their family. Their family has been a block here. But also, number 7 again, so 777. I miss the family we created or the family that could have been. So that as well says to me that this person goes over the fact that you could have been married with kids by now. It's that time lost. And also maybe you two were talked about marriage and family when you building a family when you were together, and where could you be now if you had stuck it out. I realize I made a mistake by walking away from my happiness. You are my life partner, my other half, and my confidant. But family ties. So again, it's not that their family doesn't love them, but you can only meet people as deep as you can meet yourself. So these family members would only hold them back in life because there's usually only one person in the family that's there to break cycles. And if the other people in the family aren't breaking those cycles, they're keeping that person who's meant to break the cycles bound to their behavior, their patterns. Hear that siren? I just thought of that because there's, what are these called? Can you see that? What are those things called? You like speak into it, loudspeaker? I don't know if that's what it's called. I think that there's a word for it. Okay, so this is a memory. September 22nd to November 6th and November 7th to December 21st. So that's a specific memory that's coming out here, and that's fall as well. So fall is important here. March, April, May. Yeah, so March, April, May, June, July, August is winter. Yeah, so fall is important for this connection, and that could also be dates that this connection ended. But especially September 22nd to November 6th, because that's how the card fell. And the number 99. Gluttonous gossip. So there was gossip surrounding your connection, and that includes their family. The way that they spoke about this connection, the way they let other people speak about this connection, the way they let other people speak about you. They didn't protect you. And if anything, they fed into it. Not nice. And that's something that they feel shame for too. I'm an idiot. I spoke about our connection as if it was trivial. I didn't respect the sanctity of our connection. Instead of keeping things between me and you, I allowed others to interfere. Friends and family. Unable to control and has an overwhelming need to share false or misleading info. So they would have twisted stories to make themselves seem like the hero and that you were the villain. overindulging and overconsumption of personal narratives that may not be true. Number 16. So they know this. Their family and the gossip around this connection and around you played a big part in how things ended and how they've treated you and acted since you, and they are very aware. I think their intention is to prove themselves to you because they know that they've done this. And there's something around those things and that time period, September 22nd to November 6th, that created the breakage of this connection. The family and the gluttonous gossip, the opinions of others around that time period. New beginnings. So wanting to have a new beginning, that's the third time that card, well, not this card, but new beginnings in one the decks have come out. This person, their intention is to break this situation, make up for lost time, make up for how they've treated you during and since, and have a fresh start. They're trying to have an open mind with this, but knowing where you lacked in the past, knowing where they lacked in the past, and using that to create a successful future with you. Allowing yourself to accept changes that might bring good things to you. So where they've been denying themselves good changes because they've been repeating patterns, listening to the same opinions, breaking free from that because they know that it's in their best interest, even if it's a hard habit to break, breaking it because they know in the long term it's the best for them. We need to let go of our issues and work through our struggles by recognizing what went wrong and how we played a part in it. I love you too much to let you go. Let's start a new leaf and start a family. They definitely want to have a family with you. Number 46. You could really like potatoes. I've never said that before when it comes, but I was just looking at the potatoes. You might really like mashed potato, any kind of serving of potatoes. You could be eating potatoes right now. Future and focus. They're very focused on you, but they're focused on this memory. September 22nd to November 6th. Anywhere in that time period is a specific memory that they're very focused on, knowing that it doesn't serve your future, that it didn't serve your future back then. I am devoted to returning to you. I'm starting to feel hopeful about the future because I see you being a big part of it. Strong sense of self and feeling hopeful. This is good. Awakened and being aligned with connection, and positive outlook on life and focusing on the future. Not wanting to repeat whatever happened during this time. And also it could be that from September 22nd to November 6th of this year could have been a significant tide turning for them. Runner. So this gossip is why they ran. The opinions of others and the way they spoke about your connection and let others speak about you is why they ran, and they know this. They're very aware of what they did that made them run from this connection. Afraid of doing the work and selfish. They recognize that they ran away from doing what it took to step up and be the right partner for you and be a better person, because your connection was pushing them to grow and they didn't want to do that. So they would speak badly of you, they'd let other people speak badly of you, and they'd use those opinions to validate leaving you the way they did. Fears of change and the unknown, afraid of intimacy and unawakened, doesn't feel worthy of your time and energy and needs constant validation. That's exactly it. I don't know what you want from me. I love you, but I can't give you what you need. And that's what their excuses would have been when they left you. I don't have the time or capacity to understand our connection. It's best to leave it alone. Number 49. But they ran from this connection because of these odious opinions. I think this person for a long time ran from this because their family was a big block here, and their opinions of you, of this connection that they fed into, that gave them the green light, so to speak, to leave you and leave this connection. They don't want to run anymore though. With all these other cards, this person is fully in the understanding of what your connection is and knowing that they want to do it right with you this time. wordless, but they're struggling with what to say. There is so much for me to tell you, but I'm unable to express myself in a rational way, so I'd rather keep quiet again, staying in silence over confessing. All right. So I think their intention is to actually express all the ways that they know they made errors when it came to the connection and to you and how they ended things and how they acted after you. Their intention is to really express they know what they've done wrong here. They know that they need to cop to it, but that doesn't mean that they're not afraid to do it. All right, we'll get advice and then I'll get an angel card to close this out. All right, angels, what is your advice for this collective, please? And I keep getting pulled to that deck, so I'll get that after this. Three of Wands. The Sun. Wow, their advice is that first deck we pulled, or no, not this one, the Twin Flame one. So many cards of that was about happiness and enjoying each other and enjoying the future. Their advice for you, and this is Leo, they are saying this can be successful. This is a high vibrational connection, and you, with this Three of Wands, that's all about expansion and moving forward. I think there will be a waiting period in the sense of when they first initiate contact, it's going to be overwhelming. So there's going to need to be patience as far as waiting for things to unfold naturally. But this opportunity, they're actually giving this to you to expand this connection and have success here. Both of these cards, the Sun and the Three of Wands, are about success here. These are both Sun cards. There's so much happiness to be had here. Three of Wands is Aries, so Aries could be an important connection, I wanted to say. So maybe someone tied to this, maybe a family member is an Aries. But the Sun is also about self-love and truth. I think this person wants to lead with truth and express how they want to have happiness with you. And their advice for you is to see this as a new beginning, that you can have happiness together again. There's so much about success here. And Three of Wands is also about relocation, so there could be an opportunity for one of you to relocate to the other. Advice, please. The Devil. So this again is the same thing. It's like in that first deck where it was like you had that Wicked card, but then all this happiness stuff. So the toxic attachments that this person has had, but also your toxic attachments, their advice is to look at that and the things that keep you karmically bound, because you might be tempted to run from this because of what's happened in the past, and you'll need to control the outcome here instead of letting things flow. You will be tempted by that devil energy. But I think because there's a lot of things that need to be honest about, this person needs to cop to, take accountability for. Those lies that they've held close to their chest for such a long time you're going to be tempted to fixate on that stuff and the illusion that this person is just going to break your heart again. And that's something that you need to break free from. And that's Capricorn. Taurus, King of Pentacles. That's excellent. He's successful, can be a business owner, and that could even be the opportunities that they could be receiving. An opportunity to relocate near you with their own business. But they're stable, they're traditional, and they're a provider. And when they come through with this person wants to offer you, look at all this Sun. That's 3 cards with the Sun. There's so much happiness to be had here. And this King of Pentacles is so loyal, so warm and generous. And I think that that's the side of them that they're wanting you to see. their advice for you is you could be very happy with this King of Pentacles. It's not to not be let the devil energy overtake you. Oh wow, you've got 2 of Wands to confirm 3 of Wands. There could very much be travel here. That's another relocation card, another travel card. And another Aries card. So Aries is a significant sign here as well. Sun, moon, rising, whatever. You could even have an Aries stellium in your chart. Someone attached to them could. But this is about planning and moving forward. Making a decision, and it's also about partnership. So making a decision to move towards you, perhaps relocation, closing in the distance, what the options are around that, and really planning to move forward together. Hanged Man. So that's the block here. So if you can have a different perspective with this Hanged Man and let go of the past hurts that you fixate on, you can have this beautiful new beginning and move forward together and end up living the rest of your lives happy. You just need to surrender to this and let go of needing to control the situation. Another Capricorn card with Judgment on the bottom. Awakening, resurrection, reincarnation, reunion, shocking, ascension, rebirth. You've both gone through an awakening. And I think this person's going through, or is just on the tail end of their rebirth, which is bringing them towards reunion with you. All right, let's get an angel card to close this out. I think that as far as advice goes, that's beautiful, because to me it just says that if you can move past that Hanged Man energy, that devil energy that you fixate on, and surrender to the natural flow of this, that this is going to lead to a very happy beginning for the 2 of you. All right, angel cards. All right, one of these. What is the closing message for this collective, please? Closing message for this collective, please. Celebration, perfect. And romance on the bottom. Okay, celebration. Good news, cause for celebration. This is going to be good. This is good news. Celebration is here, and it's time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Don't get pulled in by that devil energy thinking you're both not healed anymore or enough, that this can't. Don't be afraid of the happiness you could have. It's kind of like that, what is it? Is it shooting a gift horse in the mouth or something like that? It's kind of like if you let your fears consume you, then you're going to miss out on the happiness. Don't think that because this is making you happy that it's going to get ripped away. The angels want you to know that this is a light-filled time in your life. You have been working toward making changes, and your intentions have now manifested into form. This is the time for you to fill your heart with a warm feeling of gratitude. The angels ask you through this card to hold strong in this gratitude. You are like a gardener who plants seeds and nurtures them because she has the faith that her labors will yield new growth. Keep watering and tending to your seeds, and you will soon see them sprouting through the surface. The angels are your co-gardeners who help you to tend to your crop. Beautiful. Keep working on yourself and enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. And when this comes in, allow it to develop naturally. Don't try to force anything, and don't fall short to the fixation that it's all going to fall apart again and break your heart all over again, and you're not going to have to start all over again. Just allow things to flow naturally, and you will see the seeds that you plant are going to flourish into a beautiful garden, and trust that you're being guided through this. All right, have a beautiful day.